production line, absolutely right. The production line.
没错，是它的流水线生产技术。
The Ford plant was on the Rouge River in Michigan, and on the Rouge River they would deliver iron ore and coal, and then 2 miles down the production line, the cars would come off the production line.
当时他是在密歇根州啊，我们都知道汽车工业的起源就在美国密歇根州。他在那条河叫 Rouge River 的边上设立了他的第一家工厂。这家工厂当时呢，为什么要这样设立？是因为首先原材料可以通过河流非常便利、快速的运到这个工厂啊，包括他们的这个钢铁，包括他们的这个其他的原材料，然后通过生产线之后2英里之外就可以把汽车运出去了。
And who was Ford when Ford started?Who is his major competitor?
当福特开始做汽车的时候，我们想一下，他主要竞争对手是谁呢？
Horse. It was a horse.
就是马，对吧？马车是他的竞争对手。
Horse and car. So in fact, when he started, not only did Ford develop the production line, he was also a great marketer.
我们想一下。其实福特他并不是一个主要的发明者，但他肯定是一个成功的营销人。
He said, "Listen, what people want is something better than a horse and cart."
他在想的问题就是，人们想要的是什么呢？肯定是一个比马车更好的东西。
In other words, what I, Henry Ford, will do is give people basic transportation.
所以我福特要做的事情就是给人们一个更便利的出行工具。
And when there was an environmental benefit that Ford offered to the United States.
当时呢，马车呢，就是福特向整个全美国社会还给出了一个环境上的福利。
That people said in cities like in New York, they said, the motor cars are coming. This is going to be great for the environment.
当时他还去销售了这样一个概念，就是当这个汽车成为新的交通工具的时候，将会对环境带来巨大的受益。你能理解吗？
If you went down the major streets in New York, down Fifth Avenue, they were covered in horse shit.
因为如果你去任何主要城市，包括纽约、芝加哥，你会发现用马车的时候，到处都是马粪。
And certainly the cars didn't leave anything behind.
当然，那个时候人们都觉得汽车是非常干净的。
1925, Ford had 55% market share of the U.S. automobile market.
到1925年的时候，福特汽车拥有美国汽车市场55%的市场份额。
Okay, and this is his model.
这就是他的商业模式。
What he did was so he has the production line. He made what was the Model T Ford, which was one model, and it always had to be black, and he priced it very low.
首先，它有一个流水的生产线，流水生产线生产出来的 Model T 这个型号的汽车，它都是黑色的，统一的。然后呢，通过这种方式呢，它可以管理好自己的成本，以一个低价的形式来向美国的家庭提供轿车。
So we all know from basic economics that you lower the price and then your volume increases.
经济学的基本原理告诉我们，当你把价格降低的时候，你的销量肯定会增加。
If your volume increases, then the unit cost goes down.
那么这是一个良性循环哈。当你的销量增加的时候，你是不是就可以进一步的降低你的成本？
If your unit cost goes down, then you can lower your price.
当你的成本进一步降低的时候，你又可以进一步的降低价格。
And Ford used that strategy from 1903 through to 1925. It was very successful. He earned 55% market share.
从1903到1925年的这个20几年的时间里面，福特通过这样的一个简单的商业模式，他迅速占领了美国市场，并且成为美国汽车市场最重要的企业。
And if to link that back to what we talked about this morning of the importance of value, understanding what customers wanted, they wanted the basic transportation. He delivered them basic transportation at an affordable price.
但回到我们今天上午讲的营销的最基本的原则上面，我们一直反复强调要实现顾客价值。这里的顾客价值是什么？是顾客需要一个基本的解决交通问题的工具。那么这里就是他提供的解决方案，就是 Model T 的黑色的福特轿车。
Okay, so 1925, 55% market share.
这样，我们想象一下，25年的时候有55%的市场份额。
1930, 5 years later, 25% market share.
然后到了1930年的时候，意想不到的事情发生了，福特汽车在美国的市场份额下降到了只有25%。
So what happened to Henry Ford?
所以你看一下，这里面中间5年的时间里面，到底发生了什么重大的变化？
This guy happened to Henry Ford.
就是这个人发生了变化，就是这个人来到了这个汽车市场。
This is William Sloan, who was the CEO, the president of General Motors.
这个人大家认识吗？他的名字叫威廉斯隆啊，他是通用汽车的 CEO 老板。
Okay, so Henry Ford said, Sloan said, yes, people want transportation.
斯隆呢，他的思路是这样的：是的，大家都需要一个代步的出行的工具。
But they also want other things from their transportation.
但是在这个基础之上，人们还期待有其他的东西。
They might want comfort and luxury and different colors in their automobile.
他们希望首先舒适，然后豪华，还有呢，汽车要有不同的颜色。
And if they want that, we will make and deliver them a Cadillac.
那这就是我们看到的凯迪拉克汽车的诞生。
Cadillac. And then for another group, there was a Pontiac. And another group, there was a Buick. And for another group, there was a Chevrolet.
于是呢，斯隆做了一件事情，就是他推出了很多的品牌，这里面有 Pontiac， 有 Chevrolet， Oldsmobile， 这些都是美国家喻户晓的汽车品牌。
In other words, he went beyond the initial value of transportation into these what we could say were subsidiary values.
也就是说，他当时做了一件事情，就是从最基本的用户需求出发，增加了一些辅助性的需求。
And develop products for those sets of needs.
那么这些产品就被制造出来，或者说品牌被制造出来，用来满足这些辅助性的需求。
Just as I said today, BMW has developed from Germany, has developed a product for the sort of younger, upwardly mobile group of people.
再比如说，在德国，我们看到宝马 BMW， 它这个品牌诞生其实是为了迎合一些相对来说比较富裕的年轻阶层的驾驶乐趣。
So here was Ford, who was really a great marketing guy in the early part of his career.
所以我们看到福特作为一个汽车的老牌的非常成功的营销人，在他的这个早年的时候获得了巨大的成功。
But sort of lost sight of the customer because of his focus on the production line. Along came a competitor who understood the market better.
但是后来发生了什么呢？福特在他巨大成功的基础之上，他看不见顾客了。他再也看不见顾客的基础，就是他的产品和市场的需求发生了脱节。
Okay, so this is it's an old lesson, but it's a lesson really for all of you.
这是一个古老的教训，这个古老的教训适用我们在座的所有人。
No matter how well you're doing right now, no matter how well you are serving the needs and delivering the values that customers today want, watch out.
这个教训就是，不管你现在做的多么大、多么成功，不管你的产品现在卖得多么好，永远一定要睁大眼睛，因为变化就在你面前。
Because what will happen, in English we say as sure as eggs are eggs. As eggs are eggs, yeah. What will certainly happen is that some competitor will come along and do something better, deliver on some extra value.
因为就是你不用去想，你也会知道，他用英文表达方式就是肯定鸡蛋就是鸡蛋，这件事情会发生，那就是你的竞争对手一定会想法子做得比你更好。
And the decisions that customers make will not be on the basic core value of the product, but will be on some subsidiary value.
而你面对的顾客啊，他们永远不会为一个基本的功能而满足， 因此他们始终在追求更好的、更优越的性能和设计。
Okay, so let's just wrap this up with a question for those of you who don't come from Guangzhou but come from some other city. I'm sure a number of you flew. Put your hands up if you flew into Guangzhou for the weekend.
我们这个问题用这个问题来回答做总结，就是你们今天有多少人是坐飞机来上课的？
Okay. Well, how did you decide? Who did you fly on, and how did you decide?
举个例，比如说你飞的是哪个航班哪个航空公司？
Which airline?
你是坐的哪个航空公司的飞机？Sichuan Airlines.
China Airline. Why did you choose that airline?
你为什么买这个航空公司的机票？ He said it's cheap.
It's cheap. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's good. Okay, there's
Yeah.
someone else over here.
还有人举手 ，Yeah. Hainan Airlines.
I don't know. Why?
为什么？It says Hainan Airlines is the safest airline. The safest airline? Oh, no, you have Sun Airlines here. Okay, so you guys must feel offended, huh?
Okay. All right. The answer I normally get to this question is the schedule was right?
首先你们要考虑，对吧？你选这个航班，这个航班是不是准点，对吧？
Or that I get frequent flyer miles?
然后还有一个就是你是不是有忠实这个用户计划，你可以在这里面获得里程数。
Or the flight attendants are prettier?
或者是空姐长得很漂亮。
All those sort of values. But of course, the core value is safety.
那我们刚刚看到，所有这些都是附加的功能，但是这里面有一个最基本的功能，就是航班的安全性。
But most people make the assumption that the airlines, they're either flying Airbus or they're flying Boeing. We view those both as very, very good planes, and therefore safety gets taken out of the equation. We don't worry about safety.
但是这个很有意思的一个现象，大家都认为安全性是最重要的，对吧？但是在你选择航班的时候，几乎所有的人都会默认安全性是每一家公司都能提供的最基本的功能。
Yeah, so the marketing job is then to figure out what are these other values. We've got to deliver these basic values, but what other value we can deliver and then do it better than the other guys.
所以呢，如果你在这个时候在不断的强调安全性，其实就并没有那么重要了，因为大家的默认就认为基本上所有的航空公司是安全的。那这时候你就必须在一些辅助的功能上面做文章。
Oriented organization and welcomes change, knows that change is going to be, internalizes marketing as a philosophy, recognizes that there's always going to be someone who's going to put you out of business, so you've got to be on top of what's going on in the world, and then strives then to reduce the silos that happen whereby one group wants another.
那大家看一下，其实3点啊相互关联的。第一点，我们刚才说一定要有意识，这个变化随时都在发生。第二点是说呢，一定要知道你的竞争对手一定要有这种危机意识，就竞争对手随时都可能把你打垮，所以你不断的要推动自己的内部要去做变革。第3点就是如何通过营销，把营销作为一种统一这个各个部门的力量，市场导向，去降低各个部门之间的摩擦和矛盾。
Okay, so that's what we've talked about so far today. This is what I would call the marketing strategy piece of what we're going to do today. 6 imperatives, that's the market job. The 4 principles we just talked about after the break, and then this more general issue, which is really a job for the CEO and senior leadership of marketing as a philosophy.
我们回顾一下，我们今天上午其实讲了很多的内容，我们讲到了营销的6大要务，4个最基本的原则，以及最关键的一个营销的思维方式或者说哲学。那么这一点是任何一家公司的 CEO， 任何一家公司的老板必须掌握的，叫做营销的基本功。
Okay, so that's the conclusion of the market strategy piece, and let's take 2-minute break while they get the next slides up, and then we'll get on to strategic account management.
所以对我们呢，就是上一部分的内容呢，在这个地方会做一个到此这个的告一阶段。那么下面我们接下来会讲的内容是关于怎么去做关键客户管理的。那么鉴于时间的话呢，我们把这个时间留到下午的这个时间段里面去。
Okay, let's see if there's one question.
我们留给大家提问的一个机会啊，留给大家一个提问的机会吧。谁有这个问题有勇气提出来 ？OK， 我看到有一个同学举手啊。
很简单，其实刚才教授谈到了变化嘛，然后我想问的是，在互联网时代的情况，认为在互联网给现在的营销带来了个变化了吗
Do you think internet has revolutionized marketing?
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any question that the internet is certainly a discontinuous innovation in that question whatsoever, and it's having a major impact on many industries. Let me just give you one example. Oh, sorry.
首先，互联网肯定是一个颠覆性的一个力量，然后它基本上改变了我们任何一个行业做事情的方式哈。那下面呢，我们用一个案例来说明。
I think certainly in the United States, and I imagine it will come to China, is the slow death of retail organizations.
我们在美国看到一个非常显著的现象，就是我们把它叫做零售行业的慢慢的死去，就正在慢慢的去消亡的这样的一个现象。
In the small town that I live in, just outside New York City, we see a number of open storefronts where there used to be stores and they are not able to compete anymore.
我在纽约上周啊有房子，然后我们家人会住在那里。那我会看到一个现象，就是在这个小镇上面，原来非常繁荣、非常兴旺的一些小店啊，现在逐渐的都关门了，都已经没有办法再去跟别人竞争。
Yeah, one of the major stores in the United States, for any of you who have children, it was a company called Toys R Us.
这个可能大家有印象啊，我也有印象，因为那个非常有孩子的人都知道，就是有一家商店叫做玩具反斗城。
They had something like 2 or 3, maybe 4,000 stores throughout the United States, and they declared bankruptcy just in the last couple of months.
玩具反斗城呢是一个有4000家店铺的这样的一个巨大的一个零售企业，而且曾经在美国做得非常的成功，但是就在2-3个月之前，玩具反斗城宣布破产。
Just as a personal example, and which I'm sure is happening in many places, my wife, we would go to the supermarket maybe once a week to get products for the following week.
用我自己的例子来讲，我跟我太太呢，其实会1个星期去一次超市，然后在超市买好所有1个星期所要用的这些日用品和食品。
We now go once a month or once every 6 weeks.
我们现在去超市的频率已经下降到了1个月去一次，甚至是6个星期才去一次。
Because we use an online service to deliver right to our front door.
因为我们知道可以在网上买很多的东西，直接送到家里来。
So I think that's one area certainly that where there are going to be increasingly major problems for that entire industry.
对，这肯定是一个互联网带来的一个巨大的挑战和变化，就是我们对零售行业很多的零售店铺正在消亡。
But then on the other hand, there are all sorts of increasing value that that products and services deliver to individuals based on the internet.
但同时呢，我们看到通过互联网，我们也增加了很多可以提供的价值和服务。
For example, you would, if you go back a few years, if you wanted to go to the airport, you would have to go out and find a taxi or maybe call a taxi to come and pick you up here to take you to Guangzhou Airport.
举个例子来讲，以前我们5到10年以前的时候，如果你去机场，那个时候在美国，特别是在美国，你要去找一个的士公司还挺不容易的，你要给他打电话，跟他约时间，让他派一个的士来接你。
Now you have the DD app or maybe a competitor app, and you just go in there and they show up right when you want them to.
现在很简单，只要拿出手机点2下，你就可以找到一辆车来接你。
So I think there's going to be some combination, or already some combination of things that you used to do, being done in a different way, and then new things, new values that were never there before.
所以我们看到的始终是一种综合性的变化，有一些最基本的功能和价值永远不会改变，而在这个基础上出现了很多新衍生出来的新的需求、新的变化和新的机会。
But having said that, the same fundamentals apply.
但是我要说完这些，我还是要强调的，就是我们今天上午讲到的这些最基本的原则永远不会过时。
All of those 6 imperatives and those principles are just as valid in an internet world as they were before the internet.
无论是在传统行业，还是我们在这个新生的这个互联网行业，我们今天上午讲到的所有这些原则不会有任何的变化。
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
下午好，大家下午好。
Okay. Welcome back. I hope you all had a good lunch.
欢迎大家回来，希望你们每个人都吃了一顿很满意的午餐。
One of the things I found through many years of teaching is that after lunch, the body metabolism changes a little bit, and the chances are you may feel a little bit sleepy.
我通常会有这样的一个经验啊，就是我教了这么多年的课，在吃午餐了之后，大家一般都会感觉到困倦。
Okay, so everybody stand up.
所以呢，每个人站起来，大家都站起来。
Everybody.
每个人都站起来啊！所有人，前排的同学都站起来。
Stand up. Okay, and what I want you to do is put your hands above your...
把手举到头上，然后下来，弯下来去摸你的脚趾3次。谁不能摸到自己的脚趾头的？3次，太棒了！好，把掌声送给自己吧。
Okay, sit down.
请坐。The clicker.
What we're going to do this afternoon is follow on from this morning when we talked about market strategy. We're now going to move into one particular area of implementing market strategy.
今天早上我们讲了一个非常重要但也是基础的一个框架，就是营销的6大要务、4大原则和哲学。那么下面我们要讲的是更加具体的，也就是关键客户领域应该如何做营销。
Now, what I'm going to talk about this afternoon has value in all parts of marketing, but is especially useful in what we call B2B.
今天下午我们要讲的这个部分呢，可以说是应用于任何情况下的营销，但是对于 B2B 的营销尤其有价值。
Where your customers are other organizations. It could be governments, could be not-for-profit organizations, or could be other business organizations.
也就是你的客户不是一个具体的人，而是某个机构，或者是政府，或者是企业。
Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk about making the case. Why, considering strategic accounts, which I'll define in a second, why that's very important.
首先我们要讲第一点，这一点就是为什么我们认为战略客户是最重要的。
Okay, so you remember this chart from this morning.
大家还记得我们今天早上讲到的这张图吗？
I won't go through it in detail, but it's about delivering value. So you attract, retain, and grow customers, profits. The organization continues to grow, and then shareholder value.
那我们看一下这张图上面讲到是一个公司的一个发展路径，从实现客户价值到吸引、保留和增长客户，然后在实现利润的基础之上组织不断的成长和发展，最后呢实现的是股东价值。
And you recall, excuse me.
Pause maybe a second. Yeah.
And you recall, of course, that the central system here is concerned also with competitors. We need to deliver value, but there are some other guys trying to do the same thing.
我们刚才讲到了一个值得考虑的地方，就是在任何情况下，你都会有竞争对手。换句话说，竞争对手试图比你做得更好。
This is, I'm going to explain this chart to you, but this is real data, comes out of a research paper published in a major marketing journal in the United States.
这个呢，我们看到这张图呢，其实是来源于美国非常重要的一个研究期刊的发现。
Now, what is on this axis, what we call the y-axis, is what we call lifetime customer value.
请大家看一下这张图上面呢，它的纵轴 Y 轴呢，它指向的是这个客户的终身价值。
So that's the profit we make from a customer this year, plus the profit we make next year, but discounted by a factor because it's come a year later.
这个客户终身价值的概念就是你能够从一个客户身上，不只是今年，也包括明年、后年和很多年当中，能够从他身上获得的利润。
So it's really the future stream of profits that we get from a customer.
那么也就是说，从这个客户的身上，它是源源不断的能有利润的来源的。
Now, along this axis, the x-axis is the amount of profit we get from the top 10% of customers, then the second 10% of customers, then the third 10% of customers, right the way out.
那么，请大家看一下横轴，这个 X 轴呢，它指向的其实是每一个10%或者说10分位，它能够给你带来的价值是多少。换句话说，其实所有的客户它的终身价值的分布是非常不均匀的。
Now, what this tells you is for this particular company, the vast majority of its profits, current and future profits, come from the top 20% of its customers.
大家在这里看到了一点什么？前面这两个10%再加10%是不是20%？20%的客户身上，他所获取的终身价值是最多的。
And then very little profit from when you get out to the final 10% of profits, 10% of customers.
到最后一个10%这个百分点的时候，你会发现只有5%的这个客户终身价值，这个是数量最少的。
And what this tells you for a different company where we're talking about consumer.
那我们看一下右边这个图，右边这个图呢是另外一个不同的行业，就是 B2C 这个行业。
Exactly the same sort of thing that the major profits come from a very small percent of customers.
我们在这张图上看到的也是同样的情况，就是很少的这个顾客，很少比例的顾客，但他们带来了最多的利润。
But there are some customers out here when you get to the last 10 or last 20% of customers where you're really losing money.
那这里面有一个不同的地方，就是在最后10%的这个用户群体里面，你会看到它其实不是说带来的价值最少了，而是实际上你是会亏损的。
Now, the whole thinking here, which is really only about 10 to 15 years old, is a major change in thinking about marketing.
我跟大家分享的是从美国开始10到15年的过去10到15年的时间里面最新的研究发现，也就是我们开始思考哪些顾客比其他顾客更加重要。
And most companies, and I'm sure your companies, know the profit that you make from various products.
在你们每个人的企业里面，你可能都非常清楚哪些产品会带来利润，可能带来的利润比例也是不同的。
You know, some products are pretty high profit, and other products are less profitable.
有一些产品是高利润型的产品，还有一些产品是相对大众化的、利润比较微薄的产品。
But this approach says, no, let's not worry about the products. Let's worry about the customers and see what is the profitability of various customers.
但是刚才咱们看到的这个视角彻底反转了咱们的思维方式，也就是说，不要把眼睛只盯在产品上面，而是要去看你的用户。其实你的用户才是更准确的测量方式。
Now, this is difficult for many companies because in your financial systems, typically you measure profitability by products.
这对于很多公司来讲呢是有挑战的，因为很多公司里面你的这个测量单位啊，其实就是以产品利润来为测量单位的。
And that's often driven by the organization structure that many companies have.
而同时呢，这个很多公司的这个内部结构啊，也是以产品导向的，所以往往是不同的产品部。
For instance, you make products in certain factories, and you have product managers who are responsible for those products.
所以很多企业内部的组织架构就是以某个单品或者某个产品来做产品的生产、产品的研发、产品的营销部。
So naturally, if you've got a production system for products, and you've got product managers for individual products, naturally you measure the profitability of your products.
所以这其实是一种思维惯性哈，这种思维惯性就是当你以产品为单位来思考问题的时候，那么你也只能够以产品为单位去测量你的绩效。